unchanged today, with number 6 Gary Wright replacing the injured Ian Forrest at 5'8". The forwards are unchanged, and again the Sorensen brothers could hold the key to another Cronulla success. The Roosters go into the match unchanged with a pacey three-quarter line and a conniving pair of halves. Their forwards, big and fast, are very dangerous in attack, but coach Bobby Fulton will want a high defensive work rate from his back row of Schubert, Barkley and Cleal if he's to contain the Sorensens. Scrum penalty or scrum win to Cronulla, out to Rogers. Already showing his ability to step off that foot, something that was missing last week. Haddock, Kurt Sorensen powering his way and gave it away to Burke. Burke's on the fullback to beat and Gurr takes him well. Good tackle from Marty Gurr. Terry Fay assisted. Beckett, Hatch. Cronulla really getting steamed up in the opening minutes of this game, storming the eastern suburbs line. Back to Beckett. Haddock. Dane Sorensen crashing through tackles. That was Barkley who put him down. Haddock to the blind side. McNamara, he's a big fellow. Former Queenslander. One tackle to go. Beckett, Nixon. The lock forward a little bit light in that situation. That'll be another scrum. Ailiff, Hastings, kicking into vacant territory, and winger Rick Burke getting back to keep that in play. He anticipated well there. Mullane, good tackle Hastings.
Great tackle.
Beckett, Burke, no one with him.
Plenty of pace in this game. Cronulla not frightened to throw the ball around. That's the best way too, to try and get that eastern suburbs defence disorganised.
Now to Nixon. Nixon getting it away to Sorensen under Rogers. He's young and scoring under the post. What a great try to Cronulla.
Greg Pearce will be happy with the way the Sharks are going at the moment. Another scrum win to them. And
Gary Wright through. Will the defence get him? He's got plenty of pace, Gary Wright. Marty Gurr's coming down. Wright is going to make it, I think. He's over, and a good try. Well, what a simple try. Let's not take credit away from the Cronulla 5'8", though.
No, but he stepped inside his man, and Gary Warnocky going up far too fast, and Gary Wright finding himself in the open. I'd say that he'd be very, very surprised to see that there was nobody there in cover defence. They're trying desperately to get hold of him, but that's a fine individual try.
And from head on, we'll probably get a better appreciation as the cover is coming across, but Wright had too much of a start, and despite the attention of Gurr and now Bowstead, Wright was always going to score. A good try indeed. So Marty Gurr, Warnocky, Barkley, long one out to Schubert. Schubert's got the man with him coming outside in Terry Fay. Schubert caught and away from Haddock, turning it back inside, losing the ball, and went backwards, I think. Stacks on the mill, and Cronulla have got it. Because they could have had an opportunity for a shot at goal there. Instead, they're going to take the 6 tackles. This is David Brown. Overhead pass to Masterman, not expecting it, but he's done well to run it to within 5 metres. There's Terry Fay. He's going to score, is he? He's over. The referee rules that he went into touch because the touch judge right on the line had the flag up, only 2 metres short of the corner post. Here it is.
You see the ball coming out here through Jeff Masterman. He, at the last minute, gets the ball away to Terry Fay, and very difficult to see. Yes, his legs, which are now out of the picture, have obviously touched the line.
And Cronulla have got the ball now, with at least moving up in defence as East spin it across the back line. Warnocky, Gurr. Now East's to get back into this game have to score now. They've got about 14 minutes to go before half-time, and they're trailing 8-0. Hastings, Ailiff, Cleal, striding through tackles, going for the corner. That's going to be close. Cleal is just short of the line. The defence getting back there very quickly. Terry Fay pushing his way to the line. He's lost the ball. Tackle count starts again, and away it goes to second rower Cleal, and out to Masterman, who's crashed by Kurt Sorensen. That must have hurt.
You'd have felt that.
Oh, and Haddock kicking it through. Fortunately, he came off his boot. That was an unforced error. Second rower Hatch. 10 metres out. Beckett. Haddock. Jarvie from the left wing. Beckett. Haddock. Little kick through for Rogers. Rogers is there. He's going to score. Knocked the ball forward. And the referee, I think, has ruled a fair try. Yes, he's awarding it a try. The ball was grounded by Rogers before it went out of his hands. Opinion from referee Gary Cook.
Here it is, it's running through, and Rogers, you can see him starting to dive for the ball here now, just short of the line. He's launching himself at it now, and he's... Yeah, well, there must be a grave doubt about that one. He certainly appeared to knock it forward short of the line.
O'Reilly. On halfway now. That's been good work by Easts. Hastings, Warneke. Pass posted to Gurr. Gurr's got a good gap. Full back to beat. Mullane can't take him. Must be a try. Bosted's on his way. This is East's first try. Gary Wright pulled him down short of the line. No try. Another great tackle. And the tackle count starting again. Cronulla very slow to get back on side. A huge overlap to East. They've only got to throw it out to score. Aleph. Now to Masterman. Now to Cleal. Cleal. Can't. Yes. Walford. First try to Eastern Suburbs. 15-5 the score. 15 metres. Well, East realise it's up to them now. They've only got 10 minutes to get back into this game. Trailing by 10 points. They've got to score 2 converted tries in 10 minutes.
Now's the time to do it for Eastern Suburbs, and they seem to have a lot more life in them at this stage. Barkley going in there, but again, good defence from Cronulla. Kurt Sorensen, David Hatch.
And look where Cleal's standing. Here he is out with the centres. Hastings, Cowie. Oh, under the high one from Kurt Sorensen, but he was caught by Dane. 1 to go. Aleph. Hastings through. Not quite enough pace. A long pass to Gardner. He's got loads of it. Throws it inside beautifully to Gurr. Gurr got it back. Hastings inside. That's Warneke out wide to Walford. Walford going for the corner. Getting it out, and Walford's in. That is a magnificent try to Eastern Suburbs. And they've just repeated what Cronulla have been doing throughout the game and keeping the ball alive. Ricky Walford in for his second try.
But then we see Eastern Suburbs play their best football for Walford to go in and score his 2 tries to give East some glimmer of hope. But as Cronulla are pressing the line, they're leading 15 points to 8 and look to have this game wrapped up.
Haddock's pass, a long one out to Kurt Sorensen. Throwing it to Nixon. Haddock, Dane Sorensen. Striding through, caught by Cowie. Haddock, Rogers, got Mullane out there with him. Mullane's dropped it and picked up by Walford. Walford's got Rogers to beat. I don't think he'll do it. Rogers gets him. Good tackle. Not quite. Yes, into touch now. So we'll have a scrum 10 metres in from touch, 10 metres inside East's territory, far side of the ground, and less than 4 minutes to go. 15-8 the score.
That was a fine tackle from Steve Rogers, and he's running much more freely now. He scored 2 tries in this match, and I think he'd be happy with his performance of himself and also his physical condition, and that's that knee that he was worried about. He's had a fine game. We keep talking week after week. The form of Kurt Sorensen and Dane Sorensen, they're forming the spearhead of the Cronulla forwards and of the Cronulla team, and as a result the rest of it flows. Perry Haddock, as a result of the good work, lead-up work by the Sorensen, has had a good game, and Gary Wright at 5'8" has impressed no end. What a fine buy, and I'm sure that Arthur Wynne and the Cronulla club be very thankful that Gary Wright has decided to join them.
And
for Eastern Suburbs,
how would Ian Forrest get back into the first grade side?
well, that's a point too, Alan, and because Forrest is injured, but gee, he's going to find it hard to get back on the side. Kevin Hastings for Eastern Suburbs has tried very hard indeed. Fulton has made 3 changes to the side to try and improve them.
Here's Beckett.
But to no avail. Cronulla far too strong, and I must say, very, very impressive in the performance here today.
So less than 60 seconds to go, 15-8 the score. Scrum inside East territory. Barkley. East have got time to score a try, but they haven't got time to win the match. Hastings out wide to Des O'Reilly. Barkley. They're working to another overlap. Barkley tackled by the jersey by Dane Sorensen. Cowie. Masterman. Aleph. Boasted. Throwing it infield. Beautifully taken by Barkley. Walford getting it out wide to Cleal. Cleal losing the ball forward. The knock-on order and the full-time siren to go now, with the scrum not scheduled. And the full-time score in favour of Cronulla is 15 points to 8. And a victory for Cronulla that was never really in doubt. The scorers for them, Rogers 2 tries and Wright 1, Rogers 3 goals, and for Eastern Suburbs, Walford scored both tries and Ronnie Gitto 1 goal. East's won the scrums by 16-12, the penalties favoured Cronulla by 9-6. Well, the turning point of the match came 5 minutes 20 seconds into the second half. At that stage, 10-2 was the lead for Cronulla before this try was scored by Steve Rogers, his second. It was somewhat doubtful. Was it a knock-on? Did he ground it properly over the line after the ball had been kicked through by Perry Haddock? Well, the referee ruled a fair try. The conversion attempt gave Cronulla a lead of 15-2, and from then on the result was never in doubt. Well, what about the try of the match? Reg Gasnier.
Alan, of the 5 tries scored, I thought the best by far was scored by Eastern Suburbs winger Ricky Walford in the 27th minute of the second half. Here's how you call it.
Hastings, Warnicky. Pass boasted to Gurr. Gurr's got a good gap. Full back to beat. Mullane can't take him. Must be a try. Boasted's on his way. This is East's first try. Gary Wright pulled him down short of the line. No try. Another great tackle. And the tackle count starting again. Cronulla very slow to get back on side. A huge overlap to East. They've only got to throw it out to score. Aleph, now to Masterman, now to Cleal. Cleal. Can't, yes, Walford. And the man with the most difficult choice, who was your man of the match, Gary Cook?
You're quite right, Alan. It was the most difficult choice today. There's some great Cronulla players out there, but I've gone for Gary Wright, the Cronulla 5'8". Apart from scoring a fine individual try, he was a great link for his outside backs, and he saved many try-scoring moves by Eastern Suburbs with grass-burning tackles around the ankles. He has certainly proved to be a tremendous buy from the South Sydney club last year, and the Cronulla officials will not rue the day that they purchased him.
He's a bit disorganised out there, but it's a good pass to Boasted. He's got plenty of pace. Oh, what a lovely tackle from Gary Wright. Here's Haddock. Wright. Haddock. Rogers. And Wright again. Gary Wright carving them up. Wright still going, 15 metres out from the line. Must be a try. Boasted's on his way. This is East's first try. Gary Wright pulled him down short of the line. No try. Another great tackle. So Cronulla fans will be happy after a very good performance by their team. Eastern Suburbs with a few changes possibly coming up for the next couple of matches. Cronulla too good, leading 10-2 at half-time. They've run out winners by 15.